How are you feeling now that you've been elected to the Senate?
How do I feel? I feel excited. I'm ready to make some laws and help some people out because I'm that just kind of helpful, kind person.
Do you feel the need that you'll be able to help pass the new laws about education reform in your district?
Yes, of course. I love kids. Sometimes I like to think of myself as a little kid lover just because I love helping kids that much.
Okay. Because of the heavy potential for a markup in this bill, do you think it will have the same positive impacts in the end as it is now?
Ask a different question, please.
Okay. Do you think the large amount of writers on this bill will make it less appealing to the other Congress members?
You know what? I think we're out of time. I'm a very important man and I have some very important duties to attend, so I think it's time for you to go. Dwight, get in here.
What do you want?
Dwight, how could you let some evil man come in here and ask me all these weird questions? He made me look like a fool.
Michael, those were simple questions. Do you know anything about the bill process?
Of course I do. I'm a senator of the United States. So what, I don't know a few meaningless vocab words.
Michael, who is the Speaker of the House?
That's easy. Nancy Pelosi.
No, it's John Boehner.
Good.
Is it?
Nancy Pelosi can seem like a real... And if we mess up, just restart and go again.
Okay.
Okay, Michael, we're going to teach you about the basics of the bill process for your meeting tomorrow.
The first thing that will happen when they introduce your bill is called the first reading. Then it goes to the committees.
In these committees, you will talk about the pros and cons of the bill. You are lucky enough to be put in your bill's committee. The person running your bill or your committee chair is Jim Smith.
You need to get the committee interested so they don't pigeonhole it.
Pigeon goal?
No. Pigeonhole is when the bill doesn't get out of the committee because the committee doesn't think it's worth it to debate.
Well, what if the people in my committee are stupid and don't think it's important? What if other people in the Senate think it's important?
Then you can use a discharge petition, which will push the bill out of the committee after 30 days to the Senate floor. Sorry.
How do you plan to convince people to vote on your bill?
Blackmail them.
What?
Yeah. Tell them to either vote, and if they don't vote, you can tell their voters that they don't love little kids as much as I do, and then they won't vote for them.
No, Michael, you can't do that.
You need to tell them how you included writers.
Yeah, because then you will get extra support from them too.
They just kept going like I knew what a writer was, so I just Googled it. An addition or amendment to a document, especially a piece of legislation. No, still don't get it.
Michael, congrats, your bill made it through committee. The second reading on the floor will be in 2 days. Come in tomorrow to go over some new material. Send.
Only one thing could make this day any better.
Isn't it a little too early for ice cream?
Stanley, be an American and never say that again. Ice cream is never too early to eat.
Okay. Well, we have some bad news. Joe Banks is planning to filibuster the next reading.
That means he's going to keep speaking until the bill dies.
You mean he can just stand up there and say anything he wants?
Yes, in the Senate there are no time limits on readings, but in the House there are.
Also, the Vice President won't be present for this reading, so the President pro tempore will be leading Senate. Give him a call and persuade him to stop Joe Banks because they're in the same party.
Hey, great news, guys. They decided to cancel the filibuster and continue the process.
How did you get them to do that?
Well, they thought the law we proposed was a pork barrel, but then some of the riders we added also benefited their districts. So In reality, if they didn't vote for the bill, it would look bad in the face of voters.
Wow, Michael, that's the least stupidest thing I ever heard you say. Congratulations.
Thank you. Joke's on them, I practiced that line all morning.
Okay, so after it gets passed in Senate, it will go through the House and almost the exact same process.
While it's journeying through the House, it's going to go through a lot of markup.
What's the difference between Senate and House?
House focuses more on each candidate's individual district's issues. Senate court cares more about federal laws and the nation as a whole.
The House has 435 members, while the Senate only has 100, which is 2 for each state.
Wow. Sometimes I have no idea what they're talking about, and I just say, wow, to make it look like I understand. Maybe I should have listened and paid attention during government class in high school.
I already know he has no idea what he's talking about, so
Not so fast. There are still 2 things that still need to happen.
first it has to go through the conference committee where they'll review it.
The president could either choose to veto, pocket veto, or pass the bill.
What do you think's gonna happen? I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Did you hear? Obama vetoed the bill.
Really? We should go check on Michael.
Obama vetoed my bill. No, I don't think he'll change it. I just wanted to show the kids how much I loved them.